Hey guys, welcome to week 6 and 7 check-in of Artist Way. So the last few weeks I took a week off from doing it when I was very busy with like traveling. And week 6 and 7 I did when I was in Italy, which I just got back from, and when like in between like my time in Italy and the time coming back to England. So it's been a little bit like hectic, like continuing everything, but it's okay because I still have been sticking to it. There are some tasks from the weeks that I was not able to do correctly or like properly because a lot of them required for me to be in my room and like hang things up and like put things on the walls, but I'm abroad for like a month so I'm not going to be in my room. So that I had some difficulty with that, but I do plan on like postponing that and doing it later. But for week 6, which I'll do this really briefly, like really fast. Week 6 was all about recovering a sense of abundance. So there was a lot of like things to do with money, a lot of tasks to talk, look at like your relationship with money and how that supports you as an artist, and like how money is abundant and it comes to you and it supports you naturally when you're doing what you're meant to do with your art. So week 6, some of the tasks were stuff to do like looking at natural abundance as well. So looking at nature and like collecting rocks and like looking at stuff like in like the trees and stuff. I had a lot of difficulty with this, and there was one task which was like literally find 5 pretty rocks and just keep them with you. I don't know what it is, but when I was, because I live in Amsterdam, there were just no rocks that I could find. And I realized every time I leave the house, I was biking and then walking around the city. And if I went to a park, I was like biking at the park and sitting down in one place. And I literally was like hating myself for not being able to find rocks. So I found one rock that I liked in Amsterdam. I don't know if it's a lack of rocks or whatever it is, or it's just being in the city, but not enough rocks. So I found that one particularly difficult. Pick some flowers or leaves I found. I was appreciating nature a lot with this week. I was just looking at everything that I found really pretty. I also had to throw out some stuff and list my favorites as well, which was really interesting, like cars, dogs, flowers, stuff like that. So, some synchronicity that week. I was actually having some issues with like feeling out of control with my finances, and that week kind of it happened like as soon as I was feeling that. I had the week about synchronicity, about abundance, which was really interesting. So that definitely was something that was synchronous. And any other issues I consider significant to my recovery that week, um it was really just taking the break from the book. Actually, I wanted to look at this more as like a tool instead of a task. So when I needed the week off and it was just getting very hectic and I just needed a break to travel and just do whatever I needed to do, I did. So that was good. So week 7 is what I did last week in Italy. This one was a sense of connection. So there were some other tasks that was, for example, like um, looking at stuff you did as a kid, maybe why you stopped it, things you feel guilty about, jealousy, just really interesting things like that. So I did not do every single task this week. Like there's one where I had to create a wonderful smell in my house. I was traveling and I was in an Airbnb. I just really know how to do that. I mean, I made coffee a few times, which is a nice smell. So, and there was, yeah, just like some interesting things about connecting. So doing a collage. I really wanted to do the collage task, but because I was in a different country and in an Airbnb, I couldn't really get a magazine and do a collage. But now that I'm in the UK, I'll do that here. Take yourself to a sacred space. So for me, it was a beach. I was going to beaches anyways, but I always find the beach a very sacred space. I go there whenever I'm upset or need some time alone. And with my morning pages. This is the week that I realized that I was doing them like in the wrong way, and I need to just do more listening instead of like describing. And my date that week, I didn't really do one because I didn't spend much time alone, but I did try. And yeah, that's pretty much this is a check-in, but it's going well. I'm on week 8 now, and I'm definitely feeling all the emotions. Right now, I'm having a very big creative what can I call it? A creative, like, everything I thought I knew about my creativity is kind of going away and crashing and breaking. So I'm going through like a rebirth, a creative rebirth right now, and it all is very synchronous. So yeah, stay tuned for next week.